Hi, this is Dr. Saxena, and we are somewhere in this segment where we are talking about how to optimize your health. There is a lot of things are there to discuss. Let me go from one point to other. How I try to look at this particular things. When we talk about nutritional medicine, when we talk about something on this particular thing, I'll give you some what are the health benefits first of certain diets. Today we'll be talking something on chicken today. We go to any kind of restaurant and all that. We can't help without ordering that kind of chicken 65 or chicken chili chicken, whatever things and all that. It has become chicken is the largest consumed thing in India. I'm talking as a kind of stuff, and there is a big kind of things. I'd just like to discuss something about what is the kind of proteins you are getting from that, what are the do's and don'ts, how we can always what are the health benefits of that. And yes, some people are not interested in the chicken and all that. That's a different reason. But some, what I see, the modern generation, they just go to KFC or McDonald's, and they can't help themselves out without the chicken. I try to, medically speaking, I just want to tell you there are some health benefits of chicken. When it comes to the respiratory tract system, I am talking about the common cold. Everyone is scared about that common cold now because of the pandemic. And I had, in fact, the people who had upper respiratory tract infection, the people who had pneumonia, the people who had some of the other sinusitis and all that, I advise them to go for a clear chicken soup. Clear chicken soup with your salt or your pepper, whatever you try to work it out. What happens with this chicken soup is it clears the respiratory passages and thus alleviates the symptoms of common cold. This is one of the big this one, but the modern science has validated this particular thing. It was a quite old concept, but there was a study which was shown chicken soup inhibits neutrophil chemotaxis. This study was done interestingly in year 2000, and yes, there are good number of studies which later on in Mount Sinai Hospital also they showed the chicken soup to counteract the symptoms of this common cold. So my take is try to take the best of the things, and this chicken soup clears excessive mucus from the respiratory tract. Will not be having a lot of mucus retention. You need to expel out that mucus, then only you'll be healthy. Chicken soup is the most easiest for congested the draining of the congested sinuses. This is the most easy remedy which I believe it can work. Yes, there are some things which you would like to discuss. The amino acid contents like phenylalanine, isoleucine. There are some things which are quite high, and you have got arginine, some good stuffs out there. You have got some good minerals. It can be something like chromium, zinc, and all that. We have got some sterols, which is some cholesterol, and you do have something like vitamins. The biological value of protein content of chicken is 79. Let us, from this beneficial effects, let us look at what are the potentially toxic effects of this chicken, poultry. The most important thing is there is a thing called it affects the immune system. I have told you about the contents of the chicken. They are something like carnitine, amino acids. You have got in minerals. You have got something like sulfur and zinc are the largest kind of stuff. And what happens is that there is a thing called carcinogenic HAA, heterocyclic aromatic amines, which are created while cooking. What is to be worked out? See, what happens is that this HAAs, heterocyclic aromatic amines, form when the amino acids and creatine present in the poultry react at high temperatures above 100 degrees centigrades. Temperature is the most important factor in the formation of heterocyclic amino acids. Heterocyclic amino acids are carcinogenic. Try to stay away from HAA, even if you are try to work on something like frying, grilling, and barbecuing produces the largest amounts of HAAs, because the poultry which is cooked in very high temperatures, and usually roasting and baking are done at low temperatures, so less likely HAAs are formed. Steam, microwaving, stewing, boiling, or poaching are done usually at below 100 degrees, and cooking at these low temperatures create negligible kind of thing. The kind of suggested protocol is poultry is partially cooked. The kind of, you can always take up this, is it is partially cooked with microwaving prior to cooking by other methods to lower these HAAs. What happens is that after you microwave in less than 100 degrees, there is a juice that forms during the microwave cooking, which contains precursor to this HAA. If this liquid is poured off before further cooking, the final quantity of HAAs is reduced. So anything which is, I believe, foods cooked at a long time by any method, well done instead of medium, will always form slightly more HAAs. You need to be careful with so it is not the dietary fat which is present in the poultry which affects the HAAs. It is the kind of cooking, how do you cook. So there are a lot of other stuffs which I would like to discuss. There is a thing called country chicken, there is a thing called broiler chicken. Broiler chicken has got good muscles in that. I believe that is one of the things which is really causing a problem, in the sense there are some things called I can always, roxazone is added in the poultry feed to improve the roxazone is basically one of the arsenic compounds. This arsenic is added to improve the muscle mass. So absolutely try to stay away from that kind of stuffs which are the industry has makes it, and this is roxazone is a big kind of stuff, and try to look into methodologies how you heat this particular the cooking methodology. If you can understand what I'm talking is the basic most important thing is trying to reduce what is the HAA, heterocyclic aromatic amines, which if you can reduce this, it can by not frying the chicken, not grilling, or by not barbecuing, you are definitely up against less HAAs in the. But the process I told you, microwave it, try to take out the fluid what is come, then you work it out. It is a sure short way of getting proper thing as such. So yes, this is something about the most common thing which we are taking these days, and this is poultry meat what we are talking about. It's a white meat. We always tell people to go for a good chicken soup and all that. It is really healthy, and in terms of when we are having some kind of respiratory tract infections, something like a common cold or a flu, or what exactly these days we are talking, take this as a kind of thing, and I'm very sure your outcomes are going to be very good. And this is one of the again simple things, trying to see you don't get into a process called disease, and optimizing health is by this way is one of the things we propagate in integrative medicine. Thank you.